Good morning or good afternoon, I should say. This is the Exodus Logistics Learning Center, Dispatcher 101 training for beginners. This will be a brief video for the Facebook group, Dispatcher 101, Facebook page, Dispatcher 101, for YouTube as well as the Instagram channel. I will be giving a brief overview, a high-level tour of our dispatcher platform, not our freight broker platform, but our dispatcher 101 training for beginners platform. For those of you who've joined the Facebook group and the Facebook page, but have yet to enroll in our training, and you're curious to know what it's about or what you are potentially missing, I'll give you a tour of that. For those on the YouTube channel who watch our 140 something free YouTube videos, and for the Instagram audience who are tuning into our Instagram page as well. My name is Charles. I am the moderator of the Dispatcher 101 training for beginners. The audience are those people who know very little, if anything, about being freight dispatchers in the transportation industry. So when you first come to our website, of course, this is the Dispatcher 101 Training for Beginners page, www.exodusdispatchingandtraining.com. You will come to the home page. This is our home page. Welcome to the Exodus Logistics Learning Center. And then we have our, you can connect with us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. And in our services, we offer Dispatcher 101 training for beginners, Freight Broker 101 training for beginners. We also, those are ongoing trainings, by the way. We also offer seminar trainings in those disciplines. We offer Dispatcher 101 seminar trainings on Saturdays and Freight Broker 101 seminar trainings on Sundays. Saturdays for the dispatchers seminar is 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and for the freight broker, it is 2 p.m. Sunday Eastern Standard Time. We have ebook series for those of you who may not be able to afford to enroll in the freight broker or dispatcher ongoing trainings, or even take the freight broker or dispatcher seminar trainings. You can purchase ebooks for an affordable price and begin the process there. I also offer consultations. You can schedule a consultation via a 30 or 60-minute phone consultation, or a 30 or 60-minute Zoom call or Zoom training, video call, video consultation. And then we also do referrals. If you know someone, if you've enrolled into it, or you know someone who's interested and they enroll, you just simply let us know about the referral. We have a referrals page. We have our eBooks page. We also have online merchandise at our stores. We have affiliates and partners in our consultations page. We will be implementing sub-dispatching at a later date, not at this moment, either later in the month or next month. Potentially, we will be reinstituting our dispatching service, where we offer our carriers for our members. You have to be an enrolled member in the ongoing Dispatcher 101 Training for Beginners course in order to participate in the sub-dispatching of that. Okay, so if you're not an enrolled member, you will not be able to participate. Okay, so once you get to the home page, it's here. Go to Dispatcher 101. And this is our Dispatcher 101 page. So on here, we still have our connection section over here, column, but in the services under Dispatcher 101, we have our Dispatcher 101 seminar, our ongoing, our ebooks, our Dispatcher 101 consultations, and our referrals. Okay, so under Dispatcher 101, and this is just an overview, a tour for you guys and those who are interested, but have kind of on the fence of deciding to take it. So our Zoom trainings, this is where you go to log in to our Zoom trainings. Our ongoing trainings for our enrolled members are Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whatever time zone you're in other than Eastern, you would just adjust to that time zone to match the Eastern Standard Time zone accordingly. So if, for example, if you are in Texas, like in Central, then 6 p.m. Wednesday Eastern will be 5 because you guys are an hour behind. Central Time is an hour behind. So if you're in Chicago or if you're in somewhere in Texas, that's Central Time, you are an hour behind. So you have the Eastern Standard Time, the Central Standard Time, which is an hour behind Eastern. Then you have the Mountain Standard Time, which is 2 hours behind Eastern. And then you have Pacific Standard Time, which is 3 hours behind Eastern. So if you're somewhere out in California or Vegas or something like that. So just keep that in mind, bear that in mind. But since I am in Virginia, I am scheduling my trainings Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are in another state that's outside of Eastern, just adjust your time accordingly. So, and then you click the image here, the Zoom image, it will open up another tab with the Zoom link, and you have your meeting ID and passcode to log in. Now, this area is available for everyone, not just enrolled members, but I'm only allowing in my Zoom trainings those members who are enrolled, unless I welcome you or invited you as a guest, because some people try to log in to the Zoom training on our members only training nights, and I just don't let them in because they are not enrolled into the course, so they can't get in and see our in-depth dispatch training. They can't benefit from that unless you enroll, okay? Here is our register for Dispatcher 101 seminar trainings. We usually have them every Saturday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, as it says over here, and you enroll. It's $99. When you sign up and register for the Dispatcher 101 seminar training, you will receive an email with the Dispatcher 101 starter kit, 3 free eBooks, and a glossary of basic terms. The starter kit contains all the forms and documents, the basic level forms and documents that you will need to get started as a beginner dispatching company who is just getting up and running and who needs the basic forms. Dispatch agreement, carrier profile, dispatch agreement profile sheet. What does a MC authority looks like, a W-9, a certificate of insurance, and an NOA form. What does a carrier packet looks like, rate confirmation looks like. Those are the forms that you will commonly see as a beginner dispatcher in your journey. So we put that together into a Dispatcher 101 starter kit for you to see, and you'll become acclimated to that. So in the seminar, you'll learn how to get carriers. We call carriers live. We call brokers live. How to navigate load boards. I show you an example of what a load board is. We define what they are and what the purpose of a load board is, and we give you several types. We talk to brokers. We go over completing the packets, the broker carrier agreement, the setup packet, the carrier packet. Those are all synonymous terms. They mean the same thing. Booking loads, load planning, which means you're strategizing, keeping your carrier running. Invoicing carriers from a dispatcher's perspective. This is after they deliver the load that they're currently under, and you decide to invoice them per load, or you may be able to invoice them in a week's time, like once a week, for all the loads that you've booked for them in that week. So whatever business model you have for your company, that'll be what you will use, okay? So that is the seminar. We're having a seminar this Saturday, January 9th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So those of you who are interested in that, you can register here. You come to this link and you click the Buy Now button and you register, you pay the $99, and then you will receive a welcome email. Also in the body of the email, you will receive the Zoom link and the meeting ID and passcode. So you'll have everything that you need to come into the Zoom training. It's advised that you have Zoom installed on your computer with your email set up for that account. Otherwise, you will have a problem getting in. I've noticed people had problems getting into Zoom install it on your machine so you'll have it, and then you'll be able to log in to the meeting, okay? The enrollment page for the ongoing training, this is for people who want to actually enroll into our ongoing course, where we teach for now, since January 1st, we're teaching for 1 year. So the ongoing course is for 1 year since January 1st. Prior to January 1st, those members who were enrolled prior to the price change and the time frame change, they are ongoing members, and they are precluded, or the monthly subscription does not apply to them. But those who have joined and enrolled since January 1st of 2021, the price is $3.99 for the single member and $5.99 for 2-for-1. It shows what you get, and also exactly 1 month after your enrollment date, there will be a $19.99 monthly subscription, and that is to maintain access to the back office portal, which is the tools and resources, forms and documents, which we are currently updating all the time. And then also we have load board access. We have several load boards, about 6 or 7. So that's a pretty good investment. The person wants to invest in themselves. $3.99 is pretty inexpensive to start a business, because that's what essentially what it is, starting your own dispatching business. I have several members who are doing very well. We just had a training this past Sunday. One of our members spoke on how he's moving loads. He has about 4 or 5 trucks. They're booking loads. They're just constantly working. So what do you get? What does Dispatcher 101 training for beginners ongoing training includes? You get the back office orientation, where you set up your email and password. So once you enroll into this ongoing training, you will receive a welcome email instructing you to go to our orientation page or our back office setup page to do your own email and password. So as a matter of fact, this should be before this one, because you have to do the back office setup, email and password, in order to gain access to our back office portal, which is right here. So in our back office portal, you will log in. Let me log out for you to show you. So right here, you get that email instructing you to log in. And by default, it has a login for people who are already enrolled. But if you are new to the site, which if you enroll for the first time, you will click the sign up, and it'll change from login to sign up. There is where you will put in your email and the password that you want to associate having the ability to log into our back office portal. Some people use the same email that they registered or paid for, enrolled into the course with. Other people may have a business email that they want to associate with their company, their dispatching company. Whatever the case may be, whatever email you put in here under the sign up area and password, when you hit sign up, is going to send an alert to our back office administrative page, and we will approve that email based off of checking our spreadsheet to see if that person actually did enroll into our program, okay? Once you've been approved, you will get a approval email generated saying, welcome to the back office portal, you've been approved, and then you'll be able to log in. You only need to log in 1 time. And I recommend that you stay logged in, especially if you're going to be in the system all the time working, things like that. It even says here, start here once you enroll. Then you have orientation. On our orientation page is where those members who enroll into our training, ongoing training, this is where you can download your 3 free eBooks, 1, 2, 3, and your basic terms glossary, 4. So in the orientation page is where you will be able to access that, and you have the orientation video to watch. It's about 33 minutes. It'll just explain welcoming you to the platform, so on and so forth, okay? After that, business setup, we talk about some general, we have a YouTube video on that, and we have some information about it. I'm not gonna open this up because, you know, I'm talking to people who have not enrolled, not people who are already members. people who are already enrolled members, they have access to this. I'm just showing it to those people who are expressing interest or are looking at our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook groups and pages, okay? And then our module 1, which is carrier acquisition. So as a dispatcher, you have to acquire a carrier first in order for them to agree for you to be their dispatcher. So in our first module, we go over strategies and steps and things to do that. What are the techniques? You know, truck stops, cold calls. What are the ways to do that? Understanding equipment types. What are the different equipment types that we focus on starting out? Not limit to, but starting out. Which ones are the ones that'll get you in the door easiest to make the money? So things like that. That's carrier acquisition. And then we have lessons and quizzes. I even go over some of the quizzes, ask questions. People get the questions correctly, answer the questions correctly. I'll shoot them a $5 or $10 cash app for getting the questions correct. So it's interactive. Our training is interactive. It's very ongoing. It's very user-friendly. So load boards, module 2. We show you about our load boards. In module 2 is where our members access the user name and passwords for our load boards. And here's the PDF for that. Okay, so they click that PDF, it opens up a PDF with all the username and passwords for the load boards that they have access to. And if you click this image here, you will see the load boards that we have access to. 123 load board, DAT Truckers Edge, Direct Freight Services, Truckers Path, Next Load, A1 Freight, Free Freight Search, and DOFT. So it's about 7 or 8 load boards. And we cover that in our load boards module 2 section. We also have a video on load boards, and we have content that we read about and explaining what it is. So we have a lot of content for that module. And this is by the way, this is a self-paced learn as you go training. It's just limited to 1 year now, because the theory in 2021 or the concept, I should say, in 2021 is that it should not take a person 1 year to learn how to dispatch, right? So I'm giving you that grace period to learn this. Module 3 is booking the loads. We go over the concept of booking the loads, and we have content and a quiz on module 3, the steps in booking a load. What that means is the conversation and the dialogue that you will have with the broker, between the broker and the dispatcher. So when you call a broker booking a load that you saw on the spot market load boards, you will have a conversation. What do you say? How do you say it? How do you negotiate? Those are the things that we cover in module 3. And then module 4 is invoicing your carrier. How do you do that? What are the steps? Here's an example of BOL. We go over those concepts and strategies, and we go over some pain points with that. And then we have tools and forms and documents and tools and resources. This is the area where our members access all of our forms and documents, tools and resources, and things that they need in order to understand the business of dispatching. And in our tools and resources area, this is the area where our members have access to all the resources that they need to possibly need in order to successfully run a dispatching business. Everything that we can think of that's dispatcher related is in this area. And these images, if you click it, you will open up a tab to the website of those images, okay? So we have a bunch of resources and tools for our members in order to help them succeed. Training videos. We have training videos. All our ongoing trainings on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All those trainings are recorded, and they are placed in this page right here, training videos, in the month of that training. The reason why we started with November is because 2 years ago, that's the time where I built this website and started the actual trainings. But so you can go to the month of November. We are in the month of January. got the month of December, and we got the month of January. So in the month of January, we just recently had our January 3rd, Sunday, a welcome back training from our Christmas and New Year's break. But if you notice, I'm gonna go back up to November, the videos are recorded and they're dated for that month, and they're titled as well. And if you notice, there's a right arrow here. So if you click that, it's going to go to the next video in that month. So it's the 22nd of November. You click the arrow again, and it goes from the latest date to the earliest date. So the 18th of 2020, November. So we're in 2021 now. So you click the arrows and then you click the video to view that video. And that's how that works. And they're all recorded for that month. And you can scroll down from November, December, January, February, so on and so forth. You get the point, right? March, April, May, what have you. And then we got a further explanation of one of our ebooks, Dispatcher 101 Explained. It's in video form. The explanation of the ebook is explained in video format for you guys to go back. Because some people are visual people, they're visual learners, as opposed to actually reading about dispatching. They're actual visual learners. So we kind of broke down the ebook, our major ebook, Dispatcher 101, into visual content. So you could actually look at, finding carriers, look at introduction to dispatching, finding carriers. We broke that down, the dispatch agreement and profile. And it needs to be updated a little bit because this is an older version of it, but the concept is universal. So finding loads for your carriers. So, and then we go into the actual content itself. And then our glossary, Dispatcher 101 glossary. So breaks down basic terms, and it will be updated, but these are the basic common terms for beginner dispatchers who understanding levels are, they know very little, if anything, about dispatching. So that was the target of the glossary. That was the audience for that glossary. So that's what this is about. So Dispatcher 101 training for beginners, the ongoing series or the seminar series. And also, let me back up a little bit with the seminar series. If you take and register for a Saturday seminar and you went through that seminar and you decide that you want to roll over into the ongoing training, you have the option to do that. Since you've registered and paid for the $99 Dispatcher 101 seminar, you can say, okay, I want to roll over into the ongoing training. And if you do that, then that $99 that you paid for the seminar will be rolled into the $399 or deducted from the cost of the ongoing training. So as opposed to you paying $99 for the seminar and then having to pay an additional $399 for the ongoing training, if you so choose to take the ongoing training. You can deduct what you paid for the registered seminar from the ongoing training, single member, if you want to do that. Or if 2-for-1, you can deduct it from the 2-for-1. If you have a person that wants to join with you, you could take that $99 as a coupon and deduct it from that price. So I'm trying to make it as affordable as possible. So again, thank you for viewing this video. This was just an overview of our back office, of our training, and what we offer. It is the audience who this was for is our Facebook page and Facebook groups, Dispatcher 101, and our YouTube channel, Dispatcher 101 Training for Beginners. And also it's going to be on our LinkedIn and Instagram portal as well. So if you have any questions for me, 757-515-1684, or you can email me at Exodus, EXODUS, logistics, LOGISTICS, LLC @yahoo.com. So again, the phone number 757-515-1684. And then our email is exoduslogisticsllc@yahoo.com. I'm going to put that in the description of the video once I post it, so you'll be able to see that as well. Our next live ongoing training for our enrolled members will be this Wednesday, what is today, Monday? So Wednesday will be the 6th of January at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So adjust your time zone accordingly if you decide to enroll and attend the training. And then our seminar training will be this Saturday, the 9th of January at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys register and enroll for that, look forward to it. Until then, I hope I've answered some basic questions for you guys who had some questions and concerns about dispatching, Dispatcher 101. If you decide to take this course, it'll be well worth it. The investment alone is worth it. The services you receive, the feedback you receive, the transparency and the questions answered that you will receive will be well worth the investment. We do not do payment plans. I know some people have been asking about payment plans because there was a case about a year or so ago that there were too many people that we had to chase for payment to enroll into the course who were not willing to just invest in themselves. So we decided that to eliminate that. We offered it, but because of the negative feedback we got from people who were not willing to honor the payment plan, we decided to just go back to just the one-time payment and then the $19.99 monthly subscription. So I apologize. It's unfortunate that some few people's behavior caused the rollover to affect others. It's just unfortunate, but that's just the nature of the business. So again, Exodus Logistics LLC at yahoo.com is the email, and 757-515-1684 is the phone number. If you have any questions, if you want to decide to enroll, give me a call or an email, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. All right? Thank you.